Everybody, it's Victor. It's time to run here, the Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance series. Happy Sunday, Mosh Pit. I hope your Sundays are going off to a great start here. We're waiting for another video to cross 3,000 likes, but we got ourselves an adorable Mosh Pit of the day here, submitted by El Hokage. Title of the thread on the Invicta subreddit was Dixie visited the Mosh Pit TCG store, and then in the thread they also said ended up picking up a bat plushie. Oh, now the reason why this one stuck out to me is just because first off, I love dogs, obviously. Secondly, I love dogs with stuffed animals because there's just something so pure and just wholesome about it. And lastly is because Dixie reminds me of our old dog Lily, who was a Shih Tzu Lhasa Apso mix, and she was white. She had the sort of the dirty blondish coloring, and Dixie looks very similar to her. So that one caught my eye. So thank you very much, El Hokage, and everyone who upvoted that one. We love seeing the Mosh Pets here in the Mosh Pit. Seed day is going to be Juliet Zulu Papa Quebec, Lima Delta November Zulu. We've got, we got Papilla Duplex and also Sharp Straw, which of course is a fantastic item, especially if we end up getting something like 9 volt or 4.5 volt. Base damage is above average. Tears rate is slightly above average. Movement speed slightly above average. Yeah, I mean, really the only thing that we can complain about is our shot speed, and it's not too bad as we're going to take Mysterious Liquid, which is actually fantastic for us, having Spectral Tears with Papilla Duplex, because that's going to allow us to drop these poison auras or poison creeps down from behind cover and stuff, and like this. So because we have Spectral Tears, obviously we can shoot through the environmental objects, and this just allows us to deal even more damage than we were already going to be doing to them, but doing it behind the safety of a wall. So it's a very, very strong start here, I've got to say. And we've just had a lot of strong starts. We've had a lot of great runs this past month as October is coming to a close here. I think we only have, including today, we've got 5 days left of October, something like that. So where's this year gone, man? We're only almost 2 months away from the end of 2024 already. I swear, it's just like you close your eyes, next thing you know, it's the year 2030, and we're all somewhat old and I don't know, not playing video games anymore. Well, not me, of course. I'll be playing Isaac forever, probably. We got really lucky there. I'm glad I'm fortunate that I didn't get rung up making that dodge. That was a little bit sketch. A little sketch. I don't think the regular secret room is going to be there. Oh, it is there. That's surprising. Go have a little benefit of the Spectral Tears. I'm not going to place a bomb to get that nickel, even if we had one. There wasn't really anything in the store that I care about. I don't know where the super secret room is, and yeah, this is a fantastic start. See if we can maybe sneak a couple more cents here now that the poop has been reset from the ones that Dingle laid, or at least the ones that spawned inside this room. Not going to happen this time around, but we have a very strong start. I like it. Going on to last week's question of the episode, submitted here by Home Team 72 from the I had no idea that this was a synergy episode, which of course was the Finger plus Mom's Box. This one coming in from Home Team, who say, question of the episode, we all know that there are items that other people take that you won't, but what are some surefire items that you would take that other people seem to steer clear of? Or seem to steer clear from? I honestly can't think of any that I like that most people don't like. I mean, for the memes and for the outrage, people seem to not like when I take Binge Eater. Obviously because they just think it ruins the run and that sort of stuff. I mean, I take Mom's Knife, and that's always going to be a point of contention with some people. They just can't let it go. But as far as items that I just truly really like that other people don't, I really cannot think of one. The Golden Teleporter was one originally that some people were kind of like, this isn't very good, until they realized, like, yeah, actually you can get extra item rooms in the way of the IMAir rooms, and you know, it's just extra value on that. We got lucky here. We are going to get another range upgrade. All right, we are good on range for now. I guess another item that I really like that some people don't is Montezuma's Revenge. You know, but when we're talking, I tried my best to get hit by that. When we're talking about like other people, are we talking about other like streamers or other players or people in the mosh pit? I mean, I don't really know, and honestly, I don't really care. I don't like Fate's Reward. Fate's Reward, it gives you an extra tier and stuff, but it's a trailing tier. It gets put back if you end up getting something better, like say, Little Brimstone. And by it, I mean Fate's Reward gets shifted backwards, which means it's going to be an even more of a bigger trailing tier that it costs some undesirable clown physics to happen. On top of that, if we ever get Ipecac, it's just a no-go with Ipecac. I'm going to use a bomb here to get the skull. Nothing doing. Yeah, I mean, we have enough money here for memory card. We might as well. It's very rare that we actually have this on floor 2. And free Guppy item sounds great to me, dog. I'm going to take Guppy's head. I'm not going to end up sticking with Guppy's head, though. And if we need keys, we can execute them all with a spades card. I think that we have plenty of money inside of our donation machine. There's no reason to be skimpy here. So I'm going to buy the Soul Heart. Yeah, I mean, really, Montezuma's Revenge is probably going to be the top choice in that matter, that I would say that I really like, that some people really, really don't like. But you know, let me know. Let me know if you can think of one that I really like, that people are just like, stay away from that item. You know it ain't gonna be anything like IBS or something like that. Man, I really don't want to get stuck with angel deals here. Let's throw caution into the wind. Let's just see what happens here. Why not? It's a Sunday. Maybe black powder is another one that some people don't really get, or some people are just like, yeah, that's just a bad item. I don't know. If anyone can think of suggestions, post them in the comments. That's something that would create a very interesting discussion. Room is very bad for us, but luckily we have Sharp Straw. Now, I have not explained what Sharp Straw does, because most of the time most people know what it does, but in case if you don't, it's okay. To summarize it, Sharp Straw is a continuously recharging on-demand item that's going to deal area of effect damage, which equals to 10% of your damage plus your base damage. So it is essentially what happens with Sharp Straw is that it's 10% of the enemy's max health plus your base damage. So it's much more effective to use against tankier like bosses or mini bosses, that sort of stuff. But it's still going to deal effectively always a flat rate of 10% no matter what. It's one of the few items in the game that deals a flat percentage, which again is extremely strong when you're talking about Delirium, when you're talking about Blue Baby. Hush's armor, it does account for the super armor, which kind of sucks, but you know, that's just Hush for you. And on top of all that, it also gives you a chance to generate red hearts, which is very good for those of you who like to have red heart builds. So the higher that our damage goes, the more damage that Sharp Straw will do, plus 10%. It's always going to deal 10% of the enemy's base HP no matter what. And it's just an excellent item. It absolutely destroys bosses. Mini Mush, yeah, we do kind of need a movement speed upgrade, and we already have plenty of range, but I'll take another one. Especially in the form of Mini Mush. Like, Mini Mush is fine, even though it does give us a size down. It's a much-needed movement speed upgrade. The Secret Room is going to be to the right of here, pretty much guaranteed. Mini Mush is kind of tripping me out a little bit, though, because our tiers are, like, arcing a little bit, and this is kind of weird. Mainly because our range is almost 15. So on top of that, we also got the Quota, which means that we can now buy something hopefully very expensive inside of the shop. And there's Mom's Bracelet, which is an interesting item, but not one that I'm really going to make a play for. And then, look at that, we get the Mind. Sirree Bob. You know, I'm going to be going for that. So we need 9 cents to get the Mind. I will not be leaving this floor without the Mind. It's going to happen. I will use this Hangman card to get those pennies if I have to. The mind would give us full mapping, and I mean full mapping. Everything. Blue map, red map, yellow map, green map, you name it, we got it. And so you notice here that even though we have a lot of damage, even though one of our shots could easily kill all those spiders at, one at a time, those rocks get... Wait. How did this rock get destroyed? Oh, that's right. The gapers blew them up. That's right. They're Ipecac gapers. Yeah, we are going to get the rest of this money. If come hell or high water, we need 9 cents. Technically 7 cents. This full mapping is what I'm looking for here. There's not gonna be any money in the curse room, I can tell you that. Okay, so we have enough bombs here. Super secret room could be there. I'm gonna go in the curse room because we do have a guppy item anyway. Oh, this stone chest could possibly give us some money here. Okay, we're down to needing just 7 cents. Oh, we got a bomb and a key, but it wasn't really what I was looking for there, game. Okay, yeah. So we're down to 7 cents needed just to get the mind. So, and there's... No, we're down to 5 cents needed. Yeah, 5 cents to get the mind here. No, we need 3 cents. We need 1 cent. We need 1 cent to get the mind. Oh, don't do this game. I know what you're planning on doing. You are going to make it to where we're going to be 1 cent short, aren't you? And I'm about to break everything you say to me. We get red polycephalus. You have to be a little bit careful against him. I'd say that red polycephalus is one of the easier polycepholuses. Polycephali. Especially with us having the sharp straw. We've already been in the devil deal, but I mean, here it is. I'm glad we have a little bit of HP here. Do we, or do we not, bomb this keeper? Or, let's go check the item room again. We could bomb the we could bomb this reroll machine. I think they're guaranteed to give a penny. I think. Yes. Big time plays. Big time plays. Okay, so we can use this. Oh baby. Let's go. Now, just for S's and G's, I really want to give myself Mr. Boom to see if this would have dropped our nickel. But I'll let the people who play the seed figure that out. Leave it up to the mystery. All right, so we have full mapping, as you can tell here, which is excellent. Love having that. It's going to tell us exactly where we need to go and where we need to not go. It also is going to give us all of our secret rooms in a nice, neat little orderly fashion. I like these globins here. And on top of all that, we're also going to be able to see if there's any special spawns that we need to go to, like special rooms, sanitariums, you know, etc., that sort of stuff. Soul of Azazel is going to be an easy peasy boss kill. Let's go do that real quick. So, but we paid out the wazoo to get it. So we are not going to be able to afford anything anytime soon. We could go into the vault. We should go into the vault. So let's go into the vault. Okay, so one bomb gets us a lot there. Cursed Penny, huh? Cursed Penny, teleport meta. One bomb gets us... We have to go for the hearts first here. If at all else, just to make sure we get a devil deal that we can take. Okay, let's go fight the boss. That goes Peep. No problem at all. Thanks to the Soul of Azazel. Do get another devil deal, which is surprising because we've gotten one, I think, on every floor. We get 2 or 3 for Guppy now. Now we're looking like we're starting to put something together here. Okay, so we can use this extra time now to go and explore. We can go into the curse room and get out for free, assuming that we don't lose the bone heart, of course. And with us being 2 or 3 for Guppy, pretty excited about this. This would have been a room I should have held that Ace of Spades to. So we're just really softening them up, and that's another nice thing about Sharp Straw is that it's kind of like a tenderizer in a way, you know. You can always count on it just to, if anything, soften up hard targets. There's Soul Heart there thanks to Gimpy, and we actually gained a Soul Heart from that. Serious Liquid's just going to absolutely hard counter all these Globins here, which I love. And it's just it's a smooth Sunday ride so far. Now, turning into a Red Heart build wouldn't necessarily be all that disadvantageous. I would love to be able to have our regens going. Another bomb here, so I'm going to go check out the Super Secret Room first just to switch it up. Okay, well, that was a big waste of time, and so was this. All right. No real reason for us to go into the shop. We can't really afford anything except maybe a Soul Heart, but I'm willing to let 5 cents ride, and let's see what we can get for it on the next floor. No bombs, no flying here, but we're on 1 away from Guppy. Now, I've been deliberately not wanting to talk about this because it's just not something that I want to jinx. But I've been getting more of an influx of people asking me if we get to, I think, if we win today, I believe that we're only going to be 5 away from the big milestone, the big 1,000, once again. It will only ever be the second time that I've ever done that. And people have been asking me if we're going to do anything special. I wasn't honestly planning on doing anything special. It's just another day, another video. I'm not big into milestones. People know this. I really don't. I don't treat numbers like that. It's just another day at the job, you know. But at the same time, it is special, of course. It does mean a lot if we get there. So, but right now, I cannot confidently say if we do get to 1,000 that I have anything special planned, because I don't want to psych myself out, and I certainly don't want to jinx it. Because you don't know how Invicta is, and Lord knows if something happens on episode 9, or not episode, but win number 999, you know, I know who to blame. It's not gonna be me. Never my fault, of course. We all know this by now. Abba Dabba Ding Dong doing some wacky things here. Yeah, I'll take a little Cloddy. The broken syringe doesn't really do much for me here, and little Cloddy literally doubles our damage, so. They might be saying, hang on now, hang on a second, why would you take little Cloddy but not Fate? Fate's reward. Well, Cletus, it's because we can have little Cloddy right on top of us, and on top of that, little Cloddy copies our stats, whereas Fate's reward doesn't. It shoots very slow and also is not really all that great. Looking for Guppy. No Guppy. Lots of pills though. Another nice thing about little Cloddy is that he will take a bullet for us. He will step in the way and act as an orbital if he has to. He's just a team player, you know. Lots of pills in there. Definitely want to get into the shop here. Oh yeah, another reason why. Good lord, man, so many pills. Give us PhD, please. Another reason why I did not want to go into the shop on that last floor is because we don't have enough money to buy anything anyway, and it also removes those items from us seeing them again, especially if we end up going down to the members only store. Yeah, sack of sacks is not worth 63 cents. Hate to break it to you, sack of sacks. You're a good item, like, don't get me wrong, you're a good item, but you ain't 63 cents good. We have a black rune here. I'm gonna go back into the curse room against my better judgment because, well, I mean, we're not gonna make boss rush. It's just not gonna happen. Well, let's go back. I'm foregoing boss rush. We can go back here and we can slurp up the item room item, which was Jawbone over here. Get some useful stats, right? Yeah, there we go. Get a Tears upgrade and a Luck upgrade. Fantastic. Careful, little Cloddy. Careful now, I'm trying to save you, boy. There we go. Trying to do my best as his caretaker to make sure he didn't get stuck behind any beams. Big Gish. Always a bummer to see a static drop boss. Hopefully we can get Guppy out of this devil deal though. Eden and Cloddy just going ham here. There we go. Yep, always a bummer. Okay, so we didn't get a curse. I'm happy about that. We can't go into the curse room for free yet. Need one more Bomba to do so. Inevitably, someone's going to say, well, Little Gish is good. I don't know what the problem is. Yeah, that's not the point, though. Little Gish is a good follower. Like, he's a bro. Like, Little Gish is a bro. I don't think anyone's going to argue with that. But at the same time, the only reason why it's a bummer is just it goes back to the whole static drops thing here. It's not a stat that we want, right? Like, we have when we see a horseman, for example, we know that there's a 0.0% chance, repeating of course, that we are going to see a stat drop off of this boss. Unless we have, like, the D6 or we have Void or something like that. Then you're kind of shielded from the static drops, right? Like, no one is going to argue that little Chad is not a good item. It's just not usually what we're looking for at the time. And the fact that it just takes up a boss item, which is arguably the most important items in any run, is the problem there. And we get Guppy inside of a curse room. Look at that. So that's the main gripe that most people will have when it comes to static items, static bosses, is the fact that it's, you know, it's great. It's cool that they give us a unique drop that's unique only to them, but it'd be a lot better if they dropped that or gave us an actual boss item pedestal. That's a funny game. While we were opening the door, they gave us the golden key. If they just gave us the choice, it would feel more roguelike-y for sure. And I think that you'll find that giving people more options in a game like Isaac, it just leads to more fun. You get more build diversity. You get people able to get better achievements, and they're going for streaks and that sort of stuff. Like it's all about keeping it fair. And I think that that's one thing that Isaac sometimes just doesn't do with its itemization. Super Greed. Luckily, we still have the member shop, so again, we're kind of shielded by the BS a little bit here. And we have Guppy. Yeah. This is not fantastic. We're gonna take Flat Penny because as much as I love having Claudie, which I do love me some little Claudie gang. We out here. The thing is that we're going to need more keys than Claudie, because we can survive right now on what we've got, right? I am going to grab a Fool card just so we can get into and out of a challenge room for free. Resetting the turrets here so I don't have to deal with getting plunked in the head again. Great slow by Little Gish there, and I completely lost myself. Oh. For some odd reason, that Eternal Heart goes to the front of the Bone Heart. I forgot about that. That is one of the dumbest things. The Bone Heart, the Eternal Heart should go where all Eternal Hearts go, which is the back of your HP, not the front of it. So I'm not sure why Bone Hearts make it seem like that's going to be the front of the... Man. I'm going to take this because we need damage, but this is a scary thought here going down to Lamb. We do need damage, though, and that's going to help us scale with Guppy and with Sharp Straw, but I don't do it with confidence. It does help, though, knowing that we have mapping. Mapping is a big portion of the decision here. Now, one thing we absolutely, positively cannot do is lose this Bone Heart. We should have had another heart container here. The Eternal Heart being put in front of the Bone Heart it's crazy talk. All right, look, Flat Penny. Gonna be honest. We picked you over Little Claudie. Remember, we already had a big time player on our team. And we need you to step it up, son. We called you up from the minors, right? We need you to be giving me keys, because we have Guppy's tail, and we're gonna see lots of chests. Every time we open up a chest and we don't have a key, or at least get a key out of it, you're expected to perform and give us a key for a coin. And every time you don't do that, it's not helping the team at all. So you still haven't given us a key yet. So I'm gonna go to the secret room first. It's a higher probability that there are going to be coins in here, so we can get more keys, so we can open more chests and possibly get more things out of that. 3 keys. Serious Liquid doing some work here. Dolly. Give some much needed Tears upgrade. And of course some HP as well. The higher our fire rate, the more flies we can produce, the more damage we're doing, the safer we are. Tears equals damage equals safety. Get a damage and range upgrade. I'm fine with that. So I have a full card, so if we wanted to go into a challenge room, we could. Alright, game, look. Thanks for all the hearts and stuff. But unless you're going to give me Bloody Penny or something like that, we don't want them. Yeah, you didn't even give us a Temperance Machine in here. And 3 slots at once here. Let's see if we can maybe get a bomb or 2. Be a great show as to why you never, ever, ever gamble. There we go. Remember, kids always gamble. The key, okay. Transcendence, okay. Thank you. No, thank you, game. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yo, dog, I heard you wanted flying. We already got Guppies, so we don't need a child's drawing. Yo, that flying that's like double flying? Yes, I do, Otto. Wrong Temperance Machine there, game. I see you trying, like I do. I do see you trying. Take damage in this room? Like we did. There we go. See, that's all I'm talking about there, Flat Penny. All you gotta do. All you gotta do is just do what is expected of you and what you were hired to do, okay? We're not asking for you to go above and beyond. Just do what you're supposed to be doing. How hard is that? Last devil deal here is going to be a whole lot of devil nothing. And we are not fighting Hush. We don't have enough money for it. No reason to. Where's the Lost? Damage there with the Soul Suckers. Would love to add a little bit more damage here. Movement speed is on point. Shot speed could use a little bit of help as well. Oh man, there we go. So Ghost Pepper is going to be nice because even though it technically doesn't add anything to our damage, it still is going to cause us to deal more damage by way of the tear effect, obviously. And also give us a little bit of a defensive measure here with the blue candle fire, being able to block shots and stuff. Or sometimes green fire. You looking like Dragonfire from Game of Thrones. Wow, I don't know how that Dark Pony didn't destroy everything in this room. It was right in the middle of all those mobs, too. That was weird. So our first Curse of Lost after getting the Mind. Now, what can you do? We are stabilizing, or at least we have stabilized on our HP now, which I feel good about. I don't feel good that we're going the right way, though. I mean, it sort of feels like the right way, but you just never know in Shoal. Just never know. A Spectral Tear is going to take advantage of that until I can see where the demons are. And still haven't found them. Be a great time for Money Equals Power on a run like this. So we get 2 stone chests here. I'm not going to try to conserve bombs. I'll try to do 2 for 1 here. Never mind, we have Mini Mush. We don't need extension cable, extension cord. We don't have enough followers for it to really chain together with, and Flat Penny is just better with Guppy's tail. There we go. All right, now you're about to witness what Ghost Pepper can do here at the start of this run, or at the start of this fight, if it procs. Well, it didn't proc as much as I would like to, but we can just load up the fire. It takes out all the shots from Stanley and just absolutely eats his lunch. That damage, especially when the sharp straw damage kicks in. Ooh, bro. I don't know how that leech fly didn't die there, but got through Stanley. And let's see what Lamb has to offer. Now, we didn't get a Curse of Loss, thankfully. I would love to get 9 lives if we can. Athame, of course, is going to be an automatic pickup. Guppy's Eye, I mean, I feel like we gotta. And I am going to go in the opposite direction here deliberately just to go see what's inside the secret room. So the reason why I end up getting Guppy's Eye is because we will know whether or not we need to be taking certain chests. I'm real glad that we did that. So God's Flesh is okay, but, well, actually it's going to be our second mushroom item. That would give us 2 or 3 for Fungi, which does give us an HP upgrade. Now we have the long road ahead here of getting to Lamb. Sulfuric Acid's great. It's a damage upgrade. It allows us to also destroy rocks, open doors. Serpent's Kiss is a very godly item right there. Shadows is also very nice, especially with Serpent's Kiss. We're not really using the sharp straw anymore, so I'm fine with taking the replacement now. Sharp straw did us well, though. Taking cards is no thank you. And look at all this stuff. I am going to take Kidney Stone. Take a little Brimmy because it's free. Sun card for the heal, and I'm going to leave Guillotine there because it's just downright bad. Yeah, now we're starting to cook. Kidney Stone plus Ghost Pepper, yeah. Yeah, now I missed an opportunity in here. I could have gotten a lot of HP. Had I used Book of Shadows plus Serpent's Kiss. But at the same time, I kind of want to save it for Lamb. I'm not anticipating getting in any trouble or anything here. If I really wanted to min-max it, I would have at least gotten Kidney Stone to be charged before walking through the door. But as you see there, we absolutely destroyed him. Yeah, we're going to do a victory lap. Come on now. Good way to start the week. Playing the extra innings. 141 X-Ray Sierra 6 Hotel 7. So as you see there, we were able to destroy the entrance to the secret room by way of shooting at it. Now there's a coupon right here. It's a Eden's Blessing. Now because we got it on a victory lap, this is not going to count for tomorrow's run. And getting the coupon is interesting here. We could make a play. I'm gonna be real lazy. I could have just shot through there. We might be able to get a free. We have a 1 in 3 chance of getting a free lost contact. Didn't get it. You had an opportunity there. You had an opportunity coupon. You could have made a big time play. You get the battery though, which is going to be very nice for us with the Book of Shadows. Every chest that has coins in it is an opportunity to gain keys. Black Widow's very dead. Burnt to a crisp. Pick a Mind's going to give us tier size and range up. Normally not really an impactful item, but in this case, because we have Papilla Duplex, it's actually very, very welcomed here. You know, we actually triggered Athame for me just simply walking into them with the poison of Serpent's Kiss, which is just beautiful. Yeah, a whole lot of nothing in there. It's definitely worth it for us to go into the shop. Guppy's Eye lying to us again, as always. Keeper's Bargain. I mean, it can provide you, if you have a good amount of resources, it can provide you with some nice cheap devil deals, but it can also take some devil deals and make them just totally unattainable because it charges an arm and a leg for the amount of money you'd be spending on good items. So, Shoop to Whoop. Obviously, Shoop we don't really need. And we get a cardio coin and Ace of Hearts. Hey. World's shortest cardio coin there, but secret room gives us super secret nothing. Now, it would have been nice had we gotten the damage upgrade from Steven. Steven is not exactly what I can say is a static drop because technically speaking, he has more than one drops. He's about as close to an exception to that rule as it comes. It would have been nice to get the damage upgrade there. Definitely want, there's options, and also kind of definitely want pay to win, as that's going to always give us a reroll pedestal inside of our item rooms now, which is really, really nice. Go in there, so it basically costs us 2 cents. Now it does not work retroactively, so the peeper was always going to be in there no matter what. I do want to go into this dice room though, because it could be a 4 room. And it is. And Active Contrition, it gives us an Eternal Heart. It also forgives us for Devil Deal Precedent, which is totally fine now because we have Guppy, so. Wow. Yeah, that's gonna be a spicy meatball there. A soul heart out of it. More soul hearts. Remember, we have Serpent's Kiss, so we can use Book of Shadows offensively if we need to. 16 keys, so it's still good enough for me for now. I really want the telescope lens. Even though we could get a planetarium, there's not really one that we're going to be looking for. And it's certainly not better than pay to win. Whew. So we need shot speed very badly, so gonna take that. We get a couple more cents there. Don't really care about perfection. And we're now guaranteed, as long as we hold pay to win, we're guaranteed to have a reroll pedestal in every single item room from here to the end of the run, which is nice. We don't need to use the Book of Shadows and Serpent's Kiss combo right now, just because we have full HP. Although there is a sack room here. We can do the sack room shuffle and get ourselves a little bit of possibly extra HP, or maybe even a lot of money. I'm not gonna wait for you to proc. Up to 70 cents already now. Okay, well, we can use the mystery gift either inside of the secret room, or we can use it inside of the item room. Now, why would we want to use it in the item room instead of the secret room? Well, because we go back to pay to win. We're guaranteed to get a reroll pedestal inside of the item room, and this just gives us another item to reroll with. You bad guess. E1 Hizzle, very ironic. We have nothing for Spun. I don't really care about Adrenaline. Bloody Lust is okay. Soy Milk, Quad Shot, Mysteriously. Oh, come on, game. Don't be like that now. We could have had something insane there with Eve's Mascara. All right, well, let's go back and get our Book of Shadows. Let's go see what's inside of the super secret room here. Yeah, Soy Milk is just going to be the king of tears. Being able to apply tear effects at a ridiculous rate is what Soy Milk is great at. I do feel confident enough for us to tap the full round of Sack Room Shuffle here. Hopefully we'll get a good angel item or something. Redemption's kind of whatever. I like Redemption, of course, but you know, there's not a realistic chance that we're gonna really get much out of it. Get the soul hearts, baby. There we go. Back up to full. We got a free redemption. We're just going to obliterate everything. I will take more tiers. You can still gain tiers on with Soy Milk, even though we didn't get there. But remember, we're limited by Quad Shot. No real reason to entertain the idea of clearing rooms that we don't need to anymore at this point. So what you can do with Serpent's Kiss and Book of Shadows is you can just run into things. As long as they die to that poison, you're going to be able to get, or at least have a very high chance of getting a Demon Heart. Take Super Bandage here to get a little bit more red heart so we can go into the Devil Deal here. It's possible we may not get a Devil Deal. We are cooking now. Sure, we'll take another black rune here. That's going to allow us to at least maybe get a good good void on an item that we don't want. Pandora's box. It's 4 soul hearts now, so let's see if we get a Devil Deal here. I'm not expecting one. I'm expecting an angel deal. It's guaranteed, so it's just a matter of is it angel deal or devil deal. It is going to be an angel deal. Okay, and that's perfect for us with the black rune because we can just do this. We can touch the Book of Revelations to get 2 or 3 for Bookworm. That hoocha hoocha hoocha. Lobster. There we go. We got everything but tears, which is a little bit sad. And also we got no damage either. It was literally everything but tears and damage. So yeah, you know the game is throwing a little bit of a hissy fit now. And that's what we expect. Well, the game's gonna be temperamental, and that's okay, game. It's okay because we just kind of expect it by now. The guy's going to clear any bad curses that we don't want. Still kind of sucks that we haven't seen PH Dizzle yet. PhD would have been a really fantastic addition to this run. Our last reroll pedestal here. Chemical peel ain't bad with quad shot and soy milk. Bag of crafting. Copy and there's a black market. What is the black market? Champion belt. That's a good shout there. And stopwatch is going to give us another movement speed upgrade and then slow down everything. We're just pumping flies right now. I don't remember. I know I've talked about it on stream, but I don't remember if I talked about it on an Isaac video. So apologies for the redundancy, if that's the case. I did get the filtration system and the softener built in to the house, which I was pretty stoked about. I wasn't sure if I don't know if I am fully feeling the effects yet, because I know that the plumber said that it's going to take about a week for it to really start working its way through the system, and then I'll be able to tell the difference. But I will say that my showers have been luxurious. It's been really nice. I didn't really notice it until I really stopped and paid attention to how I was feeling in the shower, because that's the time that I spend the most, in water. And one thing I noticed is that I can try to draw a comparison the only way that makes sense to me, and again, it might be a stupid comparison, but this is just how I feel. The water seems to be much softer now, and which was obviously the whole point. But if you don't know what soft water feels like, or at least what this water feels like to me anyway, I know that my skin it's feeling a lot more rejuvenated. It feels a lot fresher. It doesn't feel so dry and and sort of just. I mean, I like having dry skin because it makes me feel like I'm clean, but this is like a different type of clean. It's like I put a very, 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 very light layer of like moisturizer or lotion on my skin, and the feeling I can describe it as only like it feels like you're taking a shower in bottled water, like purified water. It's great. It really is great. I will say that I did try drinking some of the water just out of the shower faucet, and I didn't know what I expected. But it definitely does taste like bottled water. It was just warm bottled water. Yeah, we can take Conehead here. Ooh. Man, I really wanted to take Anima Sola too, but it does not compare to the cancer item though. So yeah, it was a nice little. It was a really nice addition. And thank you to those of you who recommended. A lot of people apparently have them, and they said, yeah, it's great for your hair, great for your skin. Hey, there's PhD. It is transformed showers, that's for sure. Because man, it really does feel like you're bathing in with bottled water, or showering with bottled water. Change the air filters and the water filters in the fridge. was surprised that I didn't have to turn off the water to the fridge whenever I was actually changing it. Filter, that is. I thought for sure I was gonna have to like move the fridge back away from the wall and then try to find the cutoff valve and then drain the old filter and all that kind of stuff. And then I saw on Amazon, I saw this customer who had bought one, and she was showing. She was like an elderly lady. She was showing how easy it was to install, and she just popped off the old one and popped on the new one. That was it. And I was like, really? So at the risk of making a giant mess in the kitchen, I decided to just follow suit, and sure enough, didn't have to turn off the water. I just popped the old filter out, popped the new one in, bingo, bango, bongo. We got ourselves a new water filter row. Trying to poison Hush here as much as I can. I think it's very hard to see everything here with all the visual doo-doo, but this is a good visual doo-doo here. I totally lost where Isaac was. There we go, and Blue Candle is just super hard countering Hush there. And the real benefit here of having the mine, oh nice, is just knowing where we need to go and where we need to not go. That's it. And that's a big piece of mine, no pun intended there. Continuum is not a good idea, but I'm gonna take it anyway. But yeah, we got 30 range. It's fine. Absolutely bullying Isaac. Didn't even get out of phase 1. An Eternal Heart, which is fine, and we're gonna wrap this one up. So what a run! What a run! A good way to start off the new week. You got extra innings here. And we had one hell of a run. Kick off the last week of October of the year 2024. It's kind of insane. So thank you for watching, everyone. Really hope you enjoyed that run. If you did, make sure you click the like button. Remember, 3,000 likes, and we get the like streak back up and going. And upwards and onwards to the next like streak goal after the Arkey Challenge. I'm looking forward to doing this one, though. A lot of people have not seen it. And since we're so close, make sure you hit that like button. Of course, leaving a comment is a double way to help effectively support any channel on YouTube, including myself. And thank you all those of you who do so every single day. I really appreciate it. And as always, I will see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. I'd like to thank the patrons of mine like Crypto14, Kylie Smith, and FaZe David. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find at patreon.com/Invicta.